got another big one.
Yeah, I felt like a nice fish. Good lift. Woo!
That's a nice one.
Trigger minnow right there. Fish on right there. Fish on. Let me get the cameras on. Fish on. Trigger minnow. Man, that fish hit hard. See, I got no boats around me here. That was about 10 feet deep on the trigger minnow. I got an orange trigger minnow on there. I got a pink Trout Trix worm up top. And just trying some finesse tactics here. Ooh, that fish is pulling. Trying some finesse tactics here in this stained water. I lubed both those baits up with Procure Garlic Plus, and I've probably been trolling for 15 minutes or so. It's a very tough day today. It was tough on the troll, it was tough on bait, but I slowed the boat down, started doing some finesse stuff, and fish on. I better get the net ready. That fish feels heavy. That fish feels like a chunk. So right there. Let's see here. I'll turn this around so we can see what's going on. Not onto the top shot yet. Of course, the lake's fishing real. Oh, there he is. Oh, nice fish. Yeah, I got the turbo flasher on there too, just for some added flash, added vibration. Nice fish. Oh, he's thrashing. He's splashing. That low rod angle really helps, guys, when you got a fish that wants to jump. This is a big, heavy fish. He's not monstrous, but he's big. Got him right in the lower lip with that trigger minnow. Just dip that rod tip, that low angle, just like that. All right. Now for the net. Oh, he's a nice fish. He's a good one. Oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Hard by yourself. Keep him away from that ladder. Oh, come on now. He's a fighter. There we go. Got him. Roped him. Oh, man, he's heavy. Ooh, that's a hefty fish right there. Man, let's see here. Let's get squared away. Try not to break anything. That's always helpful. Let's see here. Ugh. Oh yeah, nice rainbow. Look at that guy. Nice fish. Hold him up for the camera here and we'll get him. They got a lot of stamina when this water's cold like this. Look at that guy right there. Orange trigger minnow, got the garlic scent on it, running that turbo flasher, and I think he popped off the hook right there. He did. He popped off the hook. Let's get him back in the water. Nice fish. Last look. Here he goes. Just like that. Down he went. Down into that murky brown water. Well, guys, I'm pretty darn excited. Put this remote for the motor away. I'm pretty darn excited. That was a nice rainbow under any circumstances, and today it was especially nice. I had 3 clients out. We had very little action today. It was a tough day. Got a few bites on power bait. We tried trolling. We got 1 bite while trolling. We were power trolling. I power trolled yesterday with fairly decent results, but today was a very slow day. Now, the conditions out here at Collins Lake, they're pretty difficult right now. I'm dealing with really cold water. It was about 46.5 degrees when we set out this morning at about 8 o'clock, 8:30 probably. And it's very stained. And yesterday we had a ton of wind. Today we didn't have the wind, so that was in our favor. So once I said goodbye to my clients, I came out, I put some gas in the boat, and I said to myself, I need to experiment. I need to mess around with some different presentations, and that's exactly what you need to do when you're out and the fishing, you know, the fishing is tough. And it's tough at a lot of lakes right now. We've got really low temperatures for Northern California in our lakes, and a lot of the waters are also heavily stained. I would rather have warmer water with the stain myself. I've caught plenty of trout in stained water, but once that water temperature gets down below 50, it gets very difficult. Now, what I noticed earlier in the day was that there was one distinct area out here in the middle of the lake that was warmer than the rest of the lake. The rest of the lake right now is 48, 49 degrees. There's a little bubble of water out here that is 50 degrees. So I said, that's where the warmest water is. This is where I came to experiment. And you know, experimenting is always really important if you want to consistently catch trout, if you want to maximize your catches. So I went to my, you know, one of my ultimate finesse presentations. I busted out the soft plastics on a top line. Got this one all tangled up. On the top line, I am running a pink Trout Trix worm. I haven't had any action on that, but on the lead core, I dropped down one of my orange trigger minnows just like that. I dropped that down about 10 feet deep, and I paired it with a silver turbo flasher. My thinking was, I want maximum flash, maximum vibration, because I know that water is stained down there. I went with the orange bait as opposed to a natural minnow colored bait because I wanted that little bit of extra color. I topped both baits off with that garlic, got it right here, the Garlic Plus Procure Super Gel. I lubed them up with that real heavy because garlic scents have been very good for us here at Collins Lake. Make a little adjustment to my steering here. The garlic scents have been very good for us here at Collins Lake when the water is cold and muddy. And you know, I hear a lot of guys, you know, tell me that from all around the state. When the water's cold and muddy, they like the garlic scents, and a lot of guys use garlic scents all the time. So bottom line is, I went with the garlic scent. I went with that turbo flasher, the orange bodied trigger minnow, and it paid off. Just remember, when you're out fishing this winter, you're going to be facing some difficult conditions right now. We've got more rain in the forecast maybe next week. Don't know how intense that rain's going to be. The bottom line is, you're dealing with cold water, you're dealing with temperature fluctuations, you're dealing with high lake levels. Here, the lake hasn't been this high as it is now since 2017, and you're likely going to be dealing with stained water. So assess the situation, go with what makes the most sense to you. Now, yesterday in heavy wind, I pretty much had a power troll. I had 25 to 30 mile an hour winds out here at the lake, and there wasn't much else I could do but put on a speed shad, a Rapala, and a big fly, troll fast and hope for the best. And that did pay off. I was running those lures 2 feet deep, right under the chop for the most part, and that worked yesterday. Today I decided, with these calmer conditions, I found that bubble of warm water, I decided I was going to slow down. I was going to put some baits in front of those fish that would stay in the strike zone for a maximum amount of time, and I also decided that I was going to start playing with the water column. I'm not going to drop down to 30 or 40 feet, but I did bust out a lead core rod, got down around 10 feet, and again, it paid off. I'm going to continue to troll here, but just remember, when you're out at your local lake or your favorite lake, or even a lake you've never, you know, visited before, assess the conditions, assess the situation, and you know, if you've got really cold water, really stained water, the fishing may not be a slam dunk. You're going to have to put in your time. You're going to have to use your head, think through your presentations, maximize, everything you can for success, get all your ducks in a row, so to speak. And as you just saw, you can catch some very nice fish out here in tough conditions. Wes Ward was out with clients on Sunday. He got a 10-pound rainbow out here. They didn't get a ton of bites, but again, he got a 10-pound rainbow fishing power bait in very, very shallow water. So that's all I got to say, guys. You have a great day. If you're looking for gear, trigger worms, turbo flasher, trigger minnows, and turbo flashers, stuff like that, get on over to fishandhoot.com. And if you want to book a trip with me and learn how to fish firsthand here at Collins Lake, learn the finer points of trout fishing while reeling in some big, beautiful rainbows, by all means, check out our guiding calendar. We have a lot of availability in March and April. The fishing is going to be amazing then. The lake is full of fish, and not a ton of them are being caught right now, but almost every one we land is a really nice quality rainbow. And there's still some lightning trout around too, and I think there's more on the way. I'm Cal Kellogg. You have a great day, and I'll catch you next time right here on YouTube, guys.